Welcome to the Sunset Archon channel, where we aspire to game from night to first light. And today we are playing Zenless Zone Zero version 3.1 once again. And I'm just realizing there is an error in the title of this stream. One moment. This is not part 1, it is part 2. Today we are going to be going through the Enigma of the Labyrinth to gain more upgrades for Pyrois. So, without further ado, let us get started. I have not started Enigma of the Labyrinth in the slightest, so I have no idea how long this is supposed to be. So, strap in for a potentially long stream. Reach Internet level 40 and complete the mission Operation Bagel. And unlock the store to participate. Alright, let's get started.
Ethan, my old friends. Long time no see. Uncle Shepard is back with more good news today.
What? Finally decide to get a membership card with us?
No. I'm a middleman, so I'm here because I've got a commission for you, obviously. Since you two are proxies, how would you like some intel on your great predecessor?
You mean Joyous? The ace of the Void Hunter Investigators Guild?
That's right. As everyone knows, the divine maze, Papago Hollow, has insane ether properties. Observing it is hard enough, let alone making a carrot. And legend has it, Joyous made it through Papago Hollow alone, and came back with something special. An artifact that can navigate that bizarre labyrinth like it's nothing.
I know! The Labyrinth Carrot!
The famous Faithin really does know everything. Now that's why I like working with pros.
Could someone explain to the other much less famous Faithin what this Labyrinth Carrot is?
Retrieving HIA internal files. Labyrinth Carrot. A special device once carried by Joyous. It can calculate routes through Papago Hollow without Rosetta data.
Wait, didn't the HIA say it disappeared along with Joyous?
You actually trust what the HIA said? You would be better off trusting me. According to my intel, the Labyrinth Carrot is just lying somewhere in Papago Hollow. All you have to do is bring it back. The client also gave us its approximate location and offered a very special reward. Though for Denny's, they're only covering basic travel expenses.
Eos, see him out.
Hold on, wait. There is a but, a very important but. The but is, once you find the Labyrinth Carrot, you can keep it as your reward. My client only needs a copy of the analysis data.
They're offering such a precious device from Joyous? That's almost too tempting. This sounds like a trap.
So true. Hand sent out a warning bulletin that dangerous sound wave-like ether was detected inside Papago Hollow. Without special protective equipment, even Bang Boo can be affected.
Relax! When have I ever done you dirty? I managed to get you intel on your great predecessor's carrot. So you can bet I came prepared with protective gear, too. The latest product from Porcelumix. Exclusive gear for the HIA in hand. The Ether Silencer. active noise cancellation, a high-purity porcelain inner layer, and 200 hours of battery life. Rock-solid protection.
Sounds impressive, but why does it look secondhand? There's even an investigator's name engraved. S. Heard? And this bamboo-sized one has sheepy.
Well, business is tough these days, and good intel is even tougher to come by. A man's gotta do everything himself. Considering how hard I worked to get all this gear, surely you'll take the commission, right?
Fine. Since it has to do with Joyous, we'll take the commission. Eos, check your battery. We're heading out.
Oh, come on, little Eos. Here, have some Denny's as an advance on the commission, okay? Then it's a deal, faith in old friends. When you hand over the data, please return the equipment too. The HIA is pretty strict with its equipment inventory.
I gotta say, it's been quite a while since we've done work from the HDD.
Wait, huh? Is this the Janus quarter?
My apologies, Master. Second Assistant appears to have failed to make proper preparations. How embarrassing. According to investigation data released by Hand, the special ether sound waves inside Papago Hollow can extract entrance mental data and use it to generate illusions.
That's not true. I did my homework. Wise, I've already marked the coordinates Shepard gave us on the map. The Labyrinth carrot should be somewhere up ahead. We better check every possible area.
All right, let's move. Keep an eye out for anything that looks like a chip along the way. If Shepard's intel is right, it should look similar to a regular carrot. Wait, up ahead. Are those Hollow Raiders?
Hey, boss, what phase are we in now? Searching, combat, or extraction?
Oh, is that not obvious? The combat phase!
Master, I suggest checking anything left behind by the Hollow Raiders. The Labyrinth carrot may be hidden among their belongings.
Alright, I just want to say, I think it is wonderful that they tied picking up items and putting it into your inventory or opening up chests to L2 rather than just X, because having X tied to both collecting something and dodging, that gets annoying fast. So it's good to have L2.
No Labyrinth carrot detected.
Alright, and it just goes through that animation every single time. Lovely, lovely. And for some reason, they still add that bizarre loading animation to each item. You have to wait for it all to load if you want to collect it all. Ridiculous. Blade of the other. So this gameplay is akin to what we went through with EOS 2 patches ago. In Bootopia. Lovely, lovely.
Is this a sword hilt? It doesn't look anything like a labyrinth carrot.
Analysis. This is a special porcelain product capable of controlling ether. I suggest equipping it as a precaution.
After equipping the Blade of the Other, hold the circle button to aim and lock onto enemies while undetected. Release the circle button to unleash Phase Dash on locked on targets, quickly closing the distance and performing a powerful slash. This can instantly defeat regular enemies or deal heavy damage to elite or higher level targets. Performing a powerful slash from behind an enemy triggers Total Eyes, dealing additional damage. Using Phase Dash consumes Alter Energy. Defeating boss enemies restores a certain amount of Alter Energy. With the Blade of the Other equipped, approach an unaware enemy from behind and quickly press the circle button to quickly use a powerful slash. This triggers Total Eyes and deals massive damage without consuming Alter Energy.
After equipping the sword hilt, I can feel a strange power surging through me.
There's enemies up ahead. Maybe I can try this power out.
Why did it switch over to Belle's voice?
What incredible power. It started attacking before I could even react.
Warning. Unusual enemy ether frequency detected. Please exercise caution.
Don't worry, Fairy. I'll be careful. All clear. Let's head to the area Fairy marked. Is this 6th Street? Wait. Are my memories being extracted?
Negative. Janus Quarter mascot, Officer Mew Mew, is absent. Speculation. This illusion was likely extracted from the memories of an unknown visitor.
Oh wow, they're still hostile to me.
Discovered Papago's exclusive random play. There may be hidden labyrinth carrots. Suggestion: check the first and second floor areas. Labyrinth
Oh, wow.
carrot area calibrated. You may
Just
continue
walk right in.
searching.
The bedroom door's locked. Maybe I need that access card to get in.
Alright. A carrot shard.
Based on the analysis, this thing periodically sends out ether energy waves to scan its surroundings, kinda like a sonar device. No wonder it can navigate without relying on Rosetta data. It may only be a fragment of the Labyrinth carrot, but it can already scan for nearby spatial fissures with ease. Wait, this fissure's waveform is so stable. It almost feels artificial.
That's joyous for you. Incredible.
I'm sorry, but unfortunately I can't allow you to take that.
Allow me to handle this, Ray. I didn't expect to meet our special guide here again, Mr. Wise. It seems we're both after the same thing, the Labyrinth carrot.
Oh no, it's Hand in the White Star Institute.
Please, do not worry. We have no intention of taking it by force. I simply hope you understand that this is valuable equipment left behind by Mr. Joyous, and that the HSO is in the best position to realize its full potential. As the head of intelligence for Hollow's Special Operations Section 2, as well as the deputy commander of this search operation, I would like to hire you once again as our special guide.
Sorry. I can't really accept your offer.
I understand you have concerns. However, by HSO's usual standards, the commission fee would be quite generous. Together with the remaining payment from your previous commission, a rough estimate would come to 600,000 dennies.
It's not about the Denny's. It's just that I've already accepted someone else's commission. It doesn't feel right if I just handed it to you.
We'll also ensure you receive a fair share from any future research profits. Considering that lower-tier research projects on similar topics have already generated hundreds of millions in dennies, the returns would be substantial.
Sorry. I still need to discuss it with my client before making a decision.
Everyone, this area is unstable. I suggest we leave the Hollow and continue this discussion outside. I believe Miss Yanagi will have a good solution. Oh, wait. What?
One signal indicates some activity, 2, significant activity, 3 is an intense reading, and 4, is this?
This is bad. Prepare to evacuate, everyone. Something big is coming, and I don't think we can handle it.
Run!
The Hound. Ulidim. The Hound is a notorious target within Papago Hollow, drawn to high-value items. The higher the total value of collected supplies, the more likely the Hound is to appear and pursue. When the Hound appears, it will be protected by a cacophony shield. When the shield is active, the Hound is immune to all forms of attack. It is recommended to avoid it whenever possible. Lovely, we're running for our lives.
Isn't this the part where a sword-wielding void hunter swoops in to save us?
Quit the wishful thinking and...
Everyone, watch out!
Oh wow, it got Eos.
Eos!
It just vanished? Was that an ethereal capable of manipulating spatial fissures?
Eos! Eos! No! I have to save him!
Please wait, Mr. Wise. Our current priority is to evacuate and request backup. Rescuing Eos and recovering the Labyrinth carrot will require considerable technical support.
Right. And we can commandeer equipment from the Institute or Hand to locate Eos later.
Sorry, I need a moment. You're right. Let's leave Popgo Hollow first. I'll need Bell and the others' help too to find Eos.
Well, now we have a real reason to kill that thing.
Lifeform detected entering research station. Authentication failed. Activating level 1 alert.
Hold on. I am Nansen, Hollow Special Operations Section 2 Head of Intelligence. Here are my credentials. These are my colleagues, Ray and Wise.
Re-authenticating. Credentials confirmed. Alert status deactivated. Apologies, Mr. Nansen. It seems its long hibernation is negatively affecting our system's judgment. Welcome to Omond Research Station. This is the core site of Operation Bagel. I am D-Ada, the station's master control construct.
Come again? I don't recall any organization running an operation by that name. Nor have I heard of this Omond Research Station.
Research designation, Operation Bagel. Research institution, Helios Academy. Database offline. Unable to verify naming rationale. Possibility 1, the initiator may have enjoyed bagels. Possibility 2, the research station's porcelloy hub suppresses and blocks ether, creating a cavity zone. Viewed from above, it forms a concentric circle with the hollow, resembling a bagel.
I don't know what's stranger. The fact that this intelligent construct is named D-Ada. The fact that it seems to be able to abstract shapes very well in its metaphors. Or the fact that it knows what a bagel is.
Helios Academy. Then it's most likely a very old project. No wonder the name doesn't ring a bell.
So, we're currently at the center of Papago Hollow, and that device in the middle can suppress ether, creating an isolated cavity inside the hollow?
Correct. The Porcelloy hub uses the Labyrinth carrot and the properties of porcelain alloy to suppress and block the ether sound waves in Papago Hollow. It can also connect to anchors deployed throughout Papago Hollow to monitor conditions inside the hollow.
If this hub can be used to monitor the hollow, could it help us track down my Bangbu? He was attacked by an ethereal and pulled into a special fissure when we came into the hollow.
My apologies. Your request cannot be executed. The hub remains in standby mode and its monitoring functions remain inactive. The special computational Bangbu capable of taking the hub out of standby, Brilliant, has been dormant for too long and can no longer boot up normally. If required, I can retrieve Brilliant from the stasis chamber and attempt repairs.
I see. Is there any way for us to contact the outside?
My apologies. Remote connection functionality has also failed to activate. However, a link has been established with an anchor near the hollow's edge. You can leave the hollow through the corresponding small anchored fissure.
Then let's leave and get reinforcements first. We can return and continue the search afterward.
Sorry. I want to check on Brilliant first and try to restore the hub's monitoring function. Every extra second Eos is out there puts him in greater danger. Mr. Nansen, once you're out there, please help me contact my sister Belle and let her know the situation.
I would like to stay and help repair Brilliant too. Besides, this research station has some impressive tech. I'd like to do a bit of investigating.
Very well then. I'll be back as soon as possible. You two, stay safe.
Special computational unit
Hello, everyone. Nansen briefed me on the situation inside the Hollow. I've also brought Bangbu 06 from the proxy shop to assist. Guys, can you hear me? I'm patching through via 06. Are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
The connection's good, Belle. I'm fine, but Eos is still missing. Any clues on your end?
Before I lost contact with Eos, the last thing I saw was that ethereal taking him to an area that looked like an aquarium. The ferry's still helping me lock down the location, but without observation data piles, I'm still working it out.
An aquarium-like area? Given the number of illusory spaces inside Papago Hollow, I doubt we can rely on conventional methods in our search.
With Hand's current technology, stable monitoring of Papago Hollow remains difficult. I suggest we first retrieve the storage units Brilliant needs and attempt to restore the hub's monitoring function.
But this Bangbu's interface is extremely outdated. Getting those storage units would likely take 4 to 5 days. If what D-Ada said about the lost equipment in Papago is true, a direct search may actually be more efficient.
I agree with Ray. Everyone, please prepare for combat. It's time to clear the dust out of here.
Yep, it's a reskin of Bootopia. Operation Save Bootopia. You know what? I should have figured that out when it was Operation Bagel. Denny's don't matter. It's all about finding Eos. The Enigma of the Labyrinth resets agent level. Retains Mindscape and W engine effects. The higher an agent's gear level, the higher their combat power in the Enigma of the Labyrinth. Wow, they really kind of make this complicated. Agent level is determined by gear level. W engine level and skill level are also determined by gear level. Lovely. So far that felt rather clunky, just to select characters and equip gear.
Wait, this place looks different from when we first came in. It used to look like the Janus Quarter, but now it's more like an outer ring industrial plant.
Sorry for jumping into your channel. According to Hand's observation records from the past year, Papago Hollow appears to undergo periodic changes. That may be why your surroundings have shifted. But what's more important are the unique ether sound waves in Papago Hollow. We've confirmed that they're responsible for the hallucinations and have given them the name cacophony.
Cacophony? Like An awful sound?
Yes. You can think of the cacophony as a form of high-frequency ether noise. Similar to miasma, the special liquid ether found in Lemnian Hollow. Cacophony contains unique energy capable of influencing the mind. I've marked the storage unit location provided by D-Ada on your map. In short, proceed with caution, make full use of every resource at your disposal, and avoid exposure to cacophony corruption.
Alright, so we got a gas station, a motel, an Oasis Industrial Park, lower level elevator, Bow Old Street, Cheeseburg Bistro, storage center, and the unloading zone. And an evacuation anchor. Lovely. Alright, let's rock. As the research station is upgraded, Bang Boos at the research station will send some support supplies into the Hollow. These support supplies can assist with exploration inside the Hollow. Investigations within Papago Hollow rely on stabilizing devices to control corruption, but these devices gradually lose their durability over time. As a result, each investigation is subject to a time limit. Once the countdown expires, agents will suffer severe corruption, become unable to continue, and be forcibly rescued from the Hollow. Any supplies carried by the agents will also be lost. Fantastic.
Kate has marked the approximate location of the special storage unit.
Alright, let's go. We're gonna bring Eos back.
Stay close to me.
Oh, nice.
How's this for an entrance? Need me already? Up we go.
Okay, at the very least, I am enjoying
Rehearsal's over.
this level of exploration, because you don't have to worry about loading zones. You can actually see that everything is one-to-one, and it isn't just resizing the rooms every time you go into a house. But the most important thing is, I'm pretty sure that monstrous ethereal that we saw, that kidnapped Eos, is basically my arch enemy, because it's going to come after us as soon as our inventory gets too big. Not sure how I'm supposed to feel about that. Oh, wow. Etheric phantoms are special equipment imbued with the power of ethereals, allowing their wielder to unleash techniques once used by those creatures. For example, equipping and activating Etheric Phantom Mutant Form a Carrier grants stealth, preventing detection by enemies, and enabling a swift escape from combat. Once you've obtained Etheric Phantom, open your inventory and equip it from the tactical item slot.
Warning, corruption levels have reached their limit. Health will continue to decrease. Warning, corruption levels have reached their limit. Health will continue to decrease.
I'll take it from here. Angel Ultimate.
Execution continue!
Oh, that's not good. Now, how about you don't give me tutorials when I am so close to actually hitting the button? Electronic Strongbox is a special container that holds extremely valuable supplies. Use signal calibration and press the X button at the right moment to build up progress and decrypt the key, unlocking the Strongbox. I do not have time for that. Valuables are placed in the safe, allow you to keep them even after a failed extraction.
What's wrong? I'm lost. Stay close to me.
Alright, that one could have been better, but at least we survived.
suppression range expanded. Expansion module unlocked. Access test complete. Depot hub online.
Alright, before we jump into anything else, I just need to grab something real quick. Be right back. Alright, let us continue. So we got an R&D center. Yeah, honestly, I like inventory, but this isn't doing it for me, for whatever reason. I guess we'll see if the momentum builds as I go, but eh. Alright, so there are weekly commissions too, which obviously means you can't wait until the final week to try to speedrun everything. Glad I did it when we have 4 weeks left. If you haven't finished it yet, you should too. Alright, for now I'm just going to do what works for me. Alright, now we'll see if we fare any better. We still got that loading slowdown. Alright.
Let's go check out the source of that suspicious signal. Blade is already sheathed. Dance. Come on. No time to lose.
Fantastic.
Put doubt aside.
Nothing like pure anomaly to get the job done.
It's over.
This is going a lot better than I expected.
Watch me close. Take it.
Ready?
How about that purging slash? My blade is already sheathed.
Alright, that takes care of that.
My blade is already the dance. Who's the bad? Hear the howling. Danger! Just kidding.
Hey, actually tried to jump me.
The view's lovely from up here. Want to take a look? Time to speed things up. Put doubt aside.
Oh. Just realized we ended up in Blazewood. Quiet. Too quiet. Nothing has tried to kill me in the last minute.
Time to end this.
Alright, let's rock.
Data pile.
Fine. My blade is already sheathed.
Any last words?
My blade is already sheathed. Victory, the only option.
This is just another form of training. Nothing to worry about. Wow. That long for
you
10
bored?
polychromes.
Should I read you something?
Okay, noted. Find one of those emergency medical pods if agents are incapacitated.
Weakling. It's over.
So, I did not mean to do that second sneak attack. So things just spiraled out of control.
If there's nothing to do, we should practice the blade. You strike first. Are you bored? Should I read you something? Are you bored? Should I read you something?
I see no anchor, but whatever.
The line shall be drawn by me. Take this. Danger! Just kidding. Let's stir up some hunger. It's time to bite me. If there's nothing to do, we should practice the blade. You strike first.
Exact Bangbu signal coordinates confirmed. Suggestion, head there immediately.
No. No.
So basically you were detecting some Bangbu street fight. Are we both losing it? Are we actually seeing this right now? All right, let's rock.
No.
Calm down, you two.
Why is it always
We're all
snipers?
on the same team here, and none of us have had it easy.
Within the hollow, evacuation anchors that can be used to safely return to Anmon Research Station. Each type of evacuation anchor has its own unlock requirements. By defeating enemies surrounding the evacuation anchor elimination, the anchor's security lock can be disabled, reducing the time required to activate the evacuation anchor.
Alert! Strong ether fluctuations detected near the signal source.
Ethereals again? They just won't let up.
Well, they weren't strong at all. $13 minutes.
My apologies. These two are the research station's dedicated Bangbu. They were only recently woken from hibernation, so their logic cores appear to be experiencing some issues.
No.
This is Burave, who handles field missions. Before the station entered hibernation, he was out collecting scattered Labyrinth carrot fragments.
No.
This is Bougie from the recycling station. He manages the recovery and trade of supplies collected inside the hollow.
No.
Enough! If you keep arguing, I'll lock both of you in the stasis chamber. Tell us all what happened first.
No.
Wait. There are ethereals that collect Labyrinth carrot fragments?
Answer. Although the research station's database has not been fully restored, the available information indicates that the Labyrinth carrot is closer in nature to a hollow construct, a special, high-purity thread-like ether. Mr. Omond, the founder of the research station, sealed and packaged that thread-like ether into the Labyrinth carrot. After it shattered, we dispatched personnel and Bangbu to collect and seal a portion of the fragments. In the process, ethereals frequently harassed us to steal the fragments. We believe they were drawn in by the Labyrinth carrot's special ether energy.
So, Eos wouldn't have been taken if I hadn't linked the Labyrinth carrot to him?
It's not your fault. At the time, none of us could have known what drew the ethereal in. We should let Bure finish his account.
No! Did that orange scarf have the number 01 on it? What happened after that?
Huh? Flying?
All right, you two. Hand sent these specialists as support for our field operations, so you can return to the recycling station. If any of you need equipment or materials, you may also visit Bougie's recycling station. He trades in gear coins.
Gear coins? Why not Denny's?
Explanation. After the research station was cut off from the outside world, Bougie used gear coins to establish a simple internal trading system. At the same time, to ensure currency stability, we followed Bougie's suggestion and collected as many scattered Denny's inside Papago Hollow as possible to manufacture materials and equipment.
I get the feeling this little guy just wanted to control all the money.
That is some economy manipulation right there. Establish gear coins as the primary currency of the entire station, and use actual money as a forging resource. Alright, good to go. Oh. You know, since the days of the monitor-based gameplay of Hollow Exploration, I was always wondering how many gear coins I could actually collect in one go. Then we also had those smaller events where you could just keep chaining together gear coin acquisitions, and those were fun times. It's a shame that they don't do that anymore. But now you are actually asking me to acquire 1 million gear coins just to acquire the next 2 agent foci for Pyrois. And then you want to challenge me further, acquiring 10 million gear coins, or 20 million, for 2 tuning calibrators. Then we have 20 Hi-Fi Master copies for 12 million. Prepaid power cards for 10 million. And then the concentrated cooling fluid, just one of them, for an unlimited amount, requires 2 million each. Bang Boo system widget, which I have no need for, costs 1 million. I got no problem farming items. I'm willing to farm this many gear coins, but to be honest, part of the amusement of farming the gear coins was on that monitor-based gameplay. I'm honestly thinking that my motivation to farm this many gear coins is going to die out fast, especially since I have to keep sitting through long loading scenes between each run. That's just not a good gameplay loop when you have your momentum constantly throttled by loading screens.
Can you come here, Wise? We might have found something.
Looks like Nansen has something to report. Better go check.
You're here, Proxy. Since the Labyrinth carrot fragment and the keycard to Eos's current location were left in the same area, that's our primary target now.
Right. Allow me to take it from here. Dieta has looked over Bougie's visual records. Based on those records, we located the aquarium where Eos is being held, as well as where the Bangbu left the keycard and fragment, at the lower level of the suburb's illusion. There is still one issue. According to the visual records, Bougie appears to have used a seesaw-like ejector to launch himself onto the upper level. We will therefore need another way into the lower level. In addition, scans of the area around the Labyrinth carrot fragment detected highly active ether fluctuations. It's likely attracted high-level ethereals.
Sounds like we need to find it fast, before another ethereal takes it.
Yes. Ray seems to have discovered combat preparation facilities in the station. You may want to speak with her before departure, just to make sure everything is in order.
Module loaded. Smart Workshop online.
You see, that loading time just kills the momentum. Even if you're prepared, armed to the teeth, it's just doesn't feel right. Due to hollow instability, entrances may change randomly. After unlocking a new area in the Enigma of the Labyrinth, investigations will begin from a random entrance within the selected area.
Let's move. We can take the elevator to the lower level.
Yet somehow they know where to drop the equipment.
The view's lovely from up here. Ta-da! Perfect timing. Up we go.
Really hating all the snipers.
I'm here. Time to speed things up.
Going down. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. I'm not in the mood for a senseless battle right now. Ether dewdrops are inactive, but the emergency mode functions are still working. So as long as another investigator volunteers their blood, emergency treatment can't be performed. Still better to avoid getting injured.
I wonder how Eos is doing.
Don't worry, Belle. Eos is going to be fine.
Detected overlap between the Labyrinth carrot signal and ethereal signal ahead.
Not even close.
Overlap? Tell me it swallowed the labyrinth carrot?
Guess we won't find out until we take it down.
My blade is already here.
There's a special signal coming from this relic. Let's open it and see what's inside.
Gotta let it scan.
Found the key card and the labyrinth carrot fragment. looks like it still works well enough. This fragment's smaller than the one with Eos, but I can still sense its very unusual ether signature. These crystals look weird. It's like a solidified mixture of magma and ether.
Assessment. Highly dangerous ethereals may still be nearby. Please exercise caution on your way to the aquarium. If necessary, you may return to the research station through an evacuation anchor. Do not act recklessly.
Access cards are used to unlock corresponding security doors within the Hollow. At a locked security door, consume an access card to open it. After obtaining an access card, the location of the corresponding locked security door will be revealed on the map and can be tracked. Excuse me. Okay, there it is.
What's on your mind?
Well, if ethereals can devour Labyrinth carrot shards, then Eos might be in serious danger. We need to find him, quickly.
It is a miracle nothing has jumped out and just cut the wires on these elevators.
Weakling. Please step back. You should move. No need to rush. Spin. The wind rises. Not even close. Warning. Corruption levels have reached their limit. Health will continue to decrease. Weakling. A single moment and the power turns.
We're here. This is the aquarium where Eos is being held.
Yeah, but it looks like we need to deal with that big guy blocking the way first.
It's over. So predictable.
Wind shear. Not even close. Take this. The wind scatters the past, and you're next.
We searched everywhere. There's no sign of any Labyrinth carrot fragments or Eos. Instead, all we've seen are those dark red, hematite-like crystals.
Wait, that color. This is Eos' scarf. Don't tell me.
Wise, Roll 6 detected something unusual on the ground. Hold on. Is this a Denny?
I remember D-Ada saying Bougie collected all the scattered Dennies in the hollow to keep the currency stable. So that must mean that this...
Eos left this. Remember? Shepard gave him some Dennies before he left. Look, there's another one on the ground up ahead. Let's check it out.
Looks like we're collecting Dennies now. Day 1 of being kidnapped. Weather clear. No signal from Master. The big dog stuck me on a shelf like I'm some kind of decoration. So sad. Day 2 of kidnapping. Weather clear. Still no signal from Master. Started scattering Dennies as far as possible whenever the big dog heads out. Master's gonna find them, right? Day 3 of being kidnapped. Weather overcast. A fire ethereal circled overhead for a bit, then dive bombed straight to the ground and started throwing down with the black-faced big dog. Looked like it was trying to snatch something from the big dog. The fire ethereal is rampaging through here, snatching up ether crystals and labyrinth carrot shards before vanishing into the mist. I got a bad feeling I'm the next. Keep an eye out for hematite crystals that look like solidified lava, Master. You'll definitely find me. Oh, this has turned into a your princess is in another castle situation. He'd really hustle his own crew for cash. After the research station shut down, he's been pinching every last resource. Gradually trained his own computational model into what it is today. I tried to re-educate him, but the whole money grubber thing seems hardwired into his core registry. So if you're short on gear coins, maybe take a look around the aquarium. So we're gonna steal from Uladim. And hopefully, doing so isn't gonna bring the wrath of that hound down upon me. Wow, we can have quite a bit of gear
Even
coins.
in the heat of battle, you mustn't forget your manners.
Alright.
Even in the heat of battle, you mustn't forget your manners. Even in the heat of battle, you mustn't forget your manners. Looks like we're missing a guest for our little tea party.
Okay. What should I get rid of? I need this. Okay, I'll get rid of base support.
Even in the heat of battle, you mustn't.
Alright, now let's get out of here.
Notice ether activity detected in the target area.
Ah, nuts. Run.
Assessment. High-level threat. Proceed with caution.
Thanks for the warning, D-Ada. Leave it to us.
Oh, nuts. Use alter skill perfect block to block the hound. Successfully performing a block will greatly weaken the hound's cacophony shield. Completely destroying the cacophony shield will temporarily knock back the hound. The cacophony shield is a special shield carried by enemies affected by the cacophony soundscape in the Enigma of the Labyrinth. It grants enemies damage reduction and attack enhancement effects. According to the HIA investigation records, when a cacophony soundscape appears, enemies carrying a miasmic shield will have their miasmic shield corrupted by the cacophony, transforming it into a cacophony shield. After breaking the cacophony shield, you can use alter skill powerful slash within a short period to deal massive damage.
It's over. Quick, before you embarrass yourself.
Alright. Let's get out of here.
Why so stubborn?
Evacuation anchor deposit. Within the hollow, evacuation anchors can be used safely to return to the research station. Evacuation anchor deposit can only be unlocked by depositing the required supplies. Once activated, the evacuation anchor will automatically deactivate after a period of time. Lovely. It's not even permanently activated. Sure, why not? Why not? That Bangbu has some serious
Even
issues.
In the heat of battle, you mustn't forget your manners.
Similar behavioral logic similar to certain birds and rodents. So, void behavior, drawn to the value of objects and ether energy they contain. In other words, the more supplies you gather, the more likely you are to attract this hound's follow-up attacks. Yeah. Not good for an inventory collector like me. I thought it was because I took its stuff. Of course, that's also a possibility. If Uludum's behavioral patterns are similar to those of hoarding animals, then having its treasured possession stolen would certainly make it angry. We also ran an energy data match and scan on the hematite crystals Eos tipped us off about, and picked up similar signs in the northern area of Papago. We've locked down the coordinates for one of the locations. Maybe we'll find clues about Eos there. The biggest problem right now is we can't get over there just yet. Explanation. To anchor and connect to a spatial fissure in a more distant area and use it to access the northern area, it requires the Porcelain Hub at a higher energy level and with greater processing power. At the current hub level, connecting to anchor points in nearby areas is already at its limit. No worries. I've put together a list of materials needed to upgrade the Porcelain Hub and synced it to the commissioned terminal. Mostly basic stuff, just a whole lot of it. Collecting these materials may put some serious pressure on your storage and combat ops. You may want to consider leveling up key functional modules like the Depot Hub or Smart Workshop, just to stay ahead. Also, keep an eye out for available commissions. Loads of them offer materials or equipment as rewards. Some materials can even be used directly to upgrade the Porcelain Hub. Of course, if you already got enough materials, you can hand them straight to me and I'll upgrade the Porcelain Hub. So let's see if we can take care of that right now. So we've been going for about 2 hours. I think we've made a good deal of progress in all of this. Alright, let's see. Yeah, let's just spend the gear coins for that. It's a small amount. Small price to pay. Alright, Porceloy Hub. This is level 2. Now we're just severely lacking gear coins. Because of course we are. Why not charge Denny's? Once the research station opens, if all investigators start coming here with Denny's to buy the stuff, inventory's gonna fly off the shelves. How am I supposed to monopolize, manage the pricing system? Whatever slipped out, I have no idea what you're talking about. Wait. Why am I trying to go there in person? The HIA's Zenless Limit Meter is an essential device for monitoring hollow activity. Hollows may have limits, but an investigator's journey never ends. Yeah, I'm just gonna sell this thing. So with each level, it takes longer and longer to finish the upgrade.
Base calibration complete. Drive assembly engaged. Porceloy Hub upgrade complete.
Okay then. Alright, we are going to stop right here for tonight. Thank you so much to everyone who came to watch this stream today and those who come to watch the playback later. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you'll be notified of the next stream where we continue the Enigma of the Labyrinth. And also, we will be streaming Genshin Impact version 7.0 this week, later this week. And we'll finally be exploring Snezhnaya. I hope to see you there. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.